Part 2, 100 Bisaya Cebuano verbs in simple tense. Alright, mga higala, we are on the verb conjugation online course. I did a lot of changes on this course, okay? And right after introduction, I added the 100 verbs with sentences in simple tense. These are actor-focused sentences and prefixes. This is what I did in this step. Lesson 1, as always, you watch the video tutorial. And then right after watching the tutorial video, head over to the next step, which are matching games. These are interactive matching games, quizzes, and then you can also print some flashcards and other printables, mga higala. And then over here, let's practice 1/4. There are 20 verbs on every video lesson. In order for you guys not to get overwhelmed, so I cut it into segments like 5 verbs at a time. There will be 5 parts of this because I have to cut it 20 verbs per lesson, because if I have to put it in one whole video, it's gonna take 4 hours, and that's heavy. I hope you guys will enjoy these interactive activities, and let me know your thoughts, mga gala, in the comment section, or you can also chat me on my website. As promised from my previous video, mga gala, I'll be focusing on verb conjugation, and at the same time, I'll be also updating the core vocabulary online course. There are a lot of steps there, mga higala. Focus on core vocabulary. Okay? Alright, mga higala. Now, let's go proceed to our part 2 lesson. Fly. Root word. Lupad. Lupad. Past. Nilupad. Flew. Nilupad. Flew. Nilupad na ang eroplano. The plane flew already. Nilupad na ang eroplano. So our verb is nilupad. Na is an adverb. Ang subject marker. And eroplano is the subject. Nilupad. Flew. Na. Already. Ang. The. Eroplano. Plane. Nilupad na ang eroplano. The plane flew already. Let's go to present tense. Flying. Naglupad. Naglupad. Flying. Naglupad ang langgam. The bird is flying. Naglupad ang langgam. Kindly take note that some locals will just say, galupad ang langgam. So instead of using nag, some locals will use the short form, ga. Galupad ang langgam. Flying is naglupad. Ang is the. Our subject is langgam, which means bird. Naglupad ang langgam. The bird is flying. Let's go to the future tense. Mulupad. Will fly. Mulupad. Will fly. Pagdali. Mulupad na ang eroplano. Faster. The plane is about to take off. Pagdali. Mulupad na ang eroplano. Pagdali. Mulupad na ang eroplano. Pagdali means faster. Okay? You can just say, dali. But when you say pagdali, it has more emphasis to move faster. Pagdali. Mulupad is to take off. Okay? Mulupad, to take off. Na, here is an adverb. Ang is the. Eroplano is the plane or airplane. Now, when the adverb na is right after the future tense verb mulupad, the meaning is it is about to take off. So, mulupad na, it's about to take off. Okay? Again, the translation of na is already, but in this case, if you are going to pair it with a future tense verb, like in this case, mulupad, the meaning will be about to take off. Now, let's have a quick review. Past, nilupad, flew. Present, naglupad, flying. Future, mulupad, means fly, will fly. Okay, will fly. Verb, buy, palit, palit. Past tense, ni palit, bought. Ni palit, bought. Nipalit ko og bugas sa tindahan. I bought rice at the store. Nipalit ko og bugas sa tindahan. So our verb here is nipalit, which means bought. Okay? Ko is our subject, which means I. Do not use ako here because it sounds unnatural. So you just use ko. Nipalit ko. Og, to connect bugas or rice to nipalit ko, you must add the object marker og. Okay? So nipalit ko og, what did you buy? Bugas, rice. Okay, bugas. This is bugas, it means the raw rice. Okay? If it's a cooked rice, you will use kanon. Okay? But in this case, this means the context is you're buying a raw rice. You will use the term bugas. Nipalit ko og bugas. Where? Sa, the preposition sa, you add the preposition sa to connect the location. Tindahan, store. Nipalit ko og bugas sa tindahan. I bought rice at the store. Let's go to the present tense. Nagpalit, or if you want the short form, gapalit. Nagpalit means buying. Nagpalit sila og saging. Nagpalit sila og saging. They are buying bananas. Nagpalit means buying. Sila, they. Og is your connector to connect the object to nagpalit sila. So, og, saging is bananas. Nagpalit sila og saging. They are buying bananas. Okay, let's go to future tense. Magpalit or mo palit. Will buy. Mupalit siya og libro. He or she will buy a book. Mupalit siya og libro. He or she will buy a book. Mupalit means will buy. Siya is he or she. Okay, you have og here. Og can be translated as a or an in the English language. And then libro is book. Okay? Mupalit siya og libro. He or she will buy a book. So is it alright to use magpalit instead of mopalit? Actually, it is okay, but it is more common for us to use mopalit. Now let's have a quick review. Past tense, nipalit, bought. Present, nagpalit, buying. Future, magpalit or mopalit, will buy. Next verb, gunit, hold. Gunit, hold. Past tense, nigunit, held. Nigunit, held. Our sample sentence is, nigunit ko sa iyang kamot. I held his or her hand. Nigunit ko sa iyang kamot. Okay? Nigunit, held. Ko is I. And then we have iyang as possessive pronoun. His or her. Kamot, hand. So, nigunit ko sa iyang kamot. So, you add sa here to connect iyang kamot. So, where are you holding? Okay? So, to add the location, you add sa, preposition sa. Sa iyang kamot. So, I held his or her hand. Kamot is hand, by the way. Okay. Now, let's go to present. Naggunit. Naggunit. Holding. Okay. Naggunit ko og balloon. Naggunit ko og balloon. I'm holding a balloon. So, naggunit means holding. Ko is I, og a balloon. Our object here is balloon. Kindly take note of the spelling. Nagunit ko og balloon. I'm holding a balloon. Future. Maggunit or mugunit. Will hold. Mugunit ko nimo. I will hold you. Okay? You can also say maggunit ko nimo. The difference of the two is when you say maggunit ko nimo, it's more like an instruction. Whereas mugunit ko nimo is like you're telling the person, I will hold you. Okay, so that's the difference between the two. Mugunit will hold. Ko is I, and then object pronoun, where are you going to hold? Or who are you going to hold? Okay, nimo means you. Mugunit ko nimo. Sometimes if you're going to hold someone and you're asking for permission, you can just say, mugunit ko nimo ha. You just add ha here to tell the person that I will be holding you. Okay? So, mugunit ko nimo ha, I will hold you. Now, let's have a quick review. Past, nigunit, held. Present, naggunit, holding, holding. Future, maggunit, mugunit means will hold. Now, let's go to the next verb. Himo, meaning make. Himo means make or create. Okay, himo, make or create. Past tense, naghimo, made. So I use naghimo here because it is uncommon for us to use nihimo in the regular conversation. So just remember that when you use nag, there should be a time marker, like in this example. Naghimo og cake si mama gabii. So our time marker here is gabii. Okay? So naghimo og cake si mama gabi. Mama made a cake last night. Naghimo means made. Okay? Og is the object marker, and then our object is cake. So look at the spelling of the cake. Sometimes in the regular writing or conversation, we don't use this spelling K-E-Y-K. We just use the spelling, the English spelling, cake. Okay? So naghimo og cake si mama. Si is the subject marker. So if there is a common name or specific name, we must add si, the subject marker, si. Si mama gabi last night. Okay? Gabi is our time marker. It means last night. Now let's go to the present tense. Naghimo ko sa among project. Naghimo ko sa among project. I'm making our project. Naghimo, making. Ko is I. And then what are you making? Sa among project. So, among is a possessive pronoun, our. Okay, it means our. And then project is very obvious. It's we're using the English term here. So, naghimo ko sa among project. I'm making our project. Future tense. Maghimo or mohimo. Will make. Maghimo ko og snowman. Maghimo ko og snowman. I will make a snowman. Maghimo, will make. Ko is I. Og is object marker. Okay. So again, og can be a or an in the English language. And then snowman is the English term. So if you are going to ask which one should I use, maghimo or mohimo? So when you say maghimo kog snowman, it means that you are going to make, but there is no indication when, but for sure it is going to be in the future. Mohimo ko og snowman. If you're going to use mohimo ko og snowman, it is also acceptable. And in this case, it's more common for us to use mag. But if you say mohimo, if you're going to use mohimo, it is also acceptable. So either of the two. Let's have a quick review. Past tense, naghimo, made. Present, naghimo, making. Again, I use nag in the past tense just to make sure you use a time marker to indicate that it is in the past. Okay? Because I use naghimo because it is uncommon for us to use the prefix ni in this verb. And lastly, future, maghimo or mohimo, will make. Next verb, tuon. Tuon means study. Tuon, study. Past tense, nagtuon, study. So I use nag here because the prefix ni is uncommon for this verb. Our example is nagtuon ko gahapon or kagahapon. Okay? So make sure if you're going to use nag or ga in past tense, there should be a time marker. Okay? Nagtuon ko kagahapon. I studied yesterday. Nagtuon, studied. Okay? So here, I actually have to change this day. So this should be nagtuon, studied. Next, ko is I. Kagahapon, or you can just say gahapon, yesterday. Nagtuon ko kagahapon. I studied yesterday. Okay, so kindly take note that this is studied. Okay, it should be, no. So kindly take note that this should one. So I will just correct this one, okay? Next, present tense. Nagtuon, studying. Nagtuon, studying. Nagtuon ko, sorry, take two. Nagtuon ang mga estudyante. Nagtuon ang mga estudyante. The students are studying. Okay? Nagtuon means studying. Ang mga, okay, ang definite article, the, ang, plural marker, mga, okay? Our subject here, students. Mga estudyante. So this should be, mga estudyante means students. Nagtuon ang mga estudyante. The students are studying. Now, let's go to future tense. Magtuon or mutuon. Will study. So either of the two is acceptable. What's common is magtuon. Magtuon ko unsaon og luto. Magtuon ko unsaon og luto. I will study how to cook. Okay? Magtuon, will study. Ko is I. Unsaon, how to. Luto is cook. So you must add og here to connect what you are going to study. Okay? So you're gonna study luto. So to connect luto, you must add og. Magtuon ko unsaon og luto. I will study how to cook. Let's have a quick review. Past tense, nagtuon, studied. Okay, don't worry guys, I'm gonna change this. Present, nagtuon, studying. Future is magtuon or mutuon, which means will study. Again, what's more common here is magtuon. Okay. Next one, we have the verb abli. Abli. Other term in other regional Bisaya speaking place, some will use abre. Abre. Abli or abre. What's common here in Cebu is abli. Okay? Ni abli. Okay, sorry. Abli means open. Okay? Abri or abli means open. Past tense, ni abli. Opened. Our sample sentence here is, kinsay ni abli sa pultahan. Kinsay ni abli sa pultahan. Who opened the door? Kinsa means who, okay? And we have the contracted Y here. The contracted Y here is actually a short form of the ang, okay? Ang. Kinsa ang, so instead of saying kinsa ang, we'll just say kinsay. Okay? Kinsa means who. Ni abli, opened. Sa is the. Pultahan, door. So the pultahan here is the beneficiary, okay, of the action abli, okay? Pultahan, door. So again, kinsay means kinsa ang. Present tense, nag-abli, opening. You can also use the short form, ga-abli. Nag-abli or ga-abli, opening. Nag-abli ko sa kahon. Nag-abli ko sa kahon means I'm opening the box. Okay, nag-abli means opening. ko is I, and then sa is the, kahon. Kahon means box. Nag-abli ko sa kahon. I'm opening the box. Future tense, mo abli, will open. Kabalo ka mo abli ani? Kabalo ka mo abli ani? Do you know how to open this? Kabalo is know, okay? You have the know-how, okay? Ka is you, muabli is open, to open. Ani is this, okay? Ani is this. So, kabalo ka muabli ani? Do you know how to open this? So, again, ani is this. Let's have a quick review. Past tense, niabli, opened. Present, nag-abli, opening. Future, moabli, will open. Next verb, bayad, pay. Bayad is pay. Past tense, ni bayad, paid. Nibayad na ba ka? Did you pay already? Nibayad na ba ka? Did you pay already? So, nibayad means did pay. Okay, did pay. Na here is already. Ba is a question marker. And ka is you. Okay. So, you can also remove the ba here if you want to. You can just say, nibayad na ka. Okay. You can also just add ba here. Nibayad na ba ka? Nibayad na ba ka? Did you pay already? Present tense. Nagbayad. Paying. Nagbayad ko sa eskwelahan. I'm paying the school. Nagbayad ko sa eskwelahan. I'm paying the school. Nagbayad is paying. Ko is I. Sa is the. Eskwelahan is school. Okay, nagbayad ko sa eskwelahan. I'm paying the school. Future tense. Magbayad or mubayad, which means will pay. Magbayad ko sa suga. I will pay the electricity. You can also use mubayad ko sa suga. Okay? So either of the two, it's okay. Magbayad will pay. Ko is I, sa is the, suga is electricity. Suga can also means light, like the bulb, light bulb, okay, suga. And it can also mean electricity. Okay, let's have a quick review, mga higala. Past tense, nibayad, paid. Present, nagbayad, paying. Future, magbayad or mubayad, will pay. Next verb, butang, put, butang, put. So just take note that the noun version of butang means things, okay? But the verb butang means put. Past tense, nibutang, put. Nibutang ko og pagkaon sa lamesa. I put food on the table, okay? Nibutang ko og pagkaon sa lamesa. I put food on the table. Nibutang, put. Ko is I. What did you place or put on the table? You must have og first before you connect the noun pagkaon. So what did you put? Pagkaon. Okay? So to connect pagkaon to nibutang ko, you must add the connecting word og. Okay? Nibutang ko og pagkaon. Pagkaon, food. Sa, where did you put sa? You put sa first, okay? La mesa. La mesa is table. So, sa, the preposition sa could mean in, on, at. It could also mean the. Okay. Next example, present tense. Nagbutang, putting. Okay, putting. Nagbutang pa ko og makeup. Nagbutang pa ko og makeup. Okay, I'm still putting makeup. I'm still putting makeup. Nagbutang pa ko og makeup. Nagbutang is putting, or it could be, you can use applying. Okay. Pa, particle, it means still. Okay. Pa, still. Subject ko is I. Then what are you putting on your face in this case? Og, you must add og to connect makeup. Okay, makeup. Nagbutang pa ko og makeup. I'm still putting makeup. Again, the pronunciation of makeup is makeup. Makeup. Okay, that's the pronunciation in the Bisaya or Cebuano. Let's go to future tense, magbutang or mubutang. It means will put. Magbutang ko og kwarta sa imong pitaka. Magbutang ko og kwarta sa imong pitaka. Magbutang ko og kwarta sa imong pitaka. I will put money in your wallet. Okay, magbutang is will put, okay? Ko is I, and then you have to add the connecting word og, kwarta, money, where, sa, in, on, at, okay? Remember that. Imong, preposition, possessive pronoun, imong, your, okay? Pitaka is wallet. Pitaka is wallet. So, magbutang ko og kwarta sa imong pitaka. I will put money in your wallet. So, either of the two, you can use mubutang. Okay? Magbutang or mubutang. Either of these two. Let's have a quick review, mga higala. Past tense, nibutang, put. Present, nagbutang, putting. Future, magbutang or mubutang. It means will put. Next verb, sakay. Sakay means ride. Past tense, nisakay, rode. Our example, nisakay ko sa school bus. Nisakay ko sa school bus. Okay? I rode the school bus. Nisakay, rode. Ko is I. Sa is the school bus. As we know, what's the school bus? Okay? So, we know the... Okay. So, sa is school bus. Let's go to the present tense. Nagsakay, riding. Nagsakay, riding. Nagsakay ko og bisikleta. Nagsakay ko og bisikleta. I'm riding a bicycle. Nagsakay, riding. Ko is I. Og is a or an in the English language. And then bisikleta is bicycle. Nagsakay ko og bisikleta. I'm riding a bicycle. Future tense. Musakay, will ride. You can also use magsakay here, mga higala. So, I'll just update this one, alright? I'm gonna update this. So, magsakay or musakay, will ride. Musakay ko og jeep. I will ride a jeepney. Musakay ko og jeep. I will ride a jeepney. Musakay, will ride. Ko is I. And then, og is a. Jeep or jeepney. Okay, jeep is jeepney. Musakay ko og jeep. I will ride a jeepney. Okay, quick review. Past tense for the verb sakay, ride. Nisakay, rode. Present. Nagsakay, riding. Future, musakay or magsakay, will ride. Next verb. The next verb is alsa, which means lift. Past tense, ni alsa, carried. Nialsa ko og 5 ka litro nga tubig ganina. Nialsa ko og 5 ka litro nga tubig ganina. I carried a 5-liter water earlier. Nialsa, carried. Ko is I. Og is a. 5 ka litro, 5 liters. 5 ka litro, 5 liters. What did you carry? Okay, you must put the nga linker here. Tubig, okay, you carried water. Tubig, water. When? Ganina, earlier. Okay, ganina, earlier. Some locals will say ganiha. Okay, ganiha or ganina. Okay, one more time. Nialsa ko og 5 ka litro nga tubig ganina. I carried a 5-liter water earlier. Present tense. Nag-alsa. Nag-alsa. Carrying. Nag-alsa mi sa mga bag. Nag-alsa mi sa mga bag. We are carrying the bags. We are carrying the bags. Nag-alsa, carrying. Me is we. Okay? Me is a short form of kami. It means we or us. Sa is the. Mga bag means bags. Okay? Nag-alsa mi sa mga bag. We are carrying the bags. Let's go to future tense. Mag-alsa or mualsa. Will carry. Mag-alsa mi sa lamesa. We will carry the table. Mag-alsa mi sa lamesa. We will carry the table. So in this case, we are more common to use, it's more common for us to use mag instead of mo. Okay, but either of the two, it's acceptable. Mag-alsa mi sa lamesa. Okay. All right. Okay, let's have a quick review. Past tense, nialsa, carried. Present, nag-alsa, carrying. Future, mag-alsa or mualsa, will carry. Okay, next verb, nikanta. Nikanta. Sorry. Next verb, take 2. Kanta, sing. Okay, kanta is sing. Past tense, nikanta, sang. Nikanta siya sa party. Nikanta siya sa party. He or she sang at the party. Nikanta siya sa party. Nikanta, sang. Siya, he or she. Sa is at the, okay, at the. Party, party, okay, parte or parte for in Bisaya. Okay, nikanta siya sa party. He or she sang at the party. Present tense. Nagkanta, singing. Nagkanta, singing. Nagkanta ko og love song. Okay, the pronunciation for love is lab. Okay? Nagkanta ko og love song. I'm singing a love song. Okay? Let's break this down. Nagkanta, singing. Ko is I, and then og is a or an. Love or lab. Okay, it's love. Okay? Song is, of course, it's song. Okay? English, we're using English term here. Nagkanta ko og love song. I'm singing a love song. Let's go to the future tense. Mukanta or magkanta. Will sing. Mukanta ko sa reception. Okay, I will sing at the reception. So this one, if you're going to use mo here, it's like definite that you will be singing at the reception. When you say magkanta ko sa reception, it's like you will be singing there at the reception. Okay? That's the difference. So either the two, we know that you're gonna be singing at the reception. Mukanta ko sa reception. I will sing at the reception. Okay, mukanta is will sing, ko is I, sa is at the, reception is reception. Let's have a quick review for the verb sing. Past tense, ni kanta, okay, sang. Present, nagkanta, singing. Future, mo kanta or magkanta, will sing. Okay. The verb tulog, which means sleep. Tulog, sleep. Past tense, natulog, slept. Natulog, slept. Natulog ko, I slept. Okay. Natulog ko, I slept. Okay, natulog is sleeping. Okay, sleeping, natulog for present tense. There is no nitulog in the past tense, mga higala. So we use natulog, sleeping. Natulog pa si Judy. So currently Judy is still sleeping. So Judy is still sleeping. So again, natulog, sleeping, and then pa is still. And then C is our name marker, okay? C, then just put your name there. Natulog pa si Judy, it means Judy is still sleeping. Now let's go to the future tense of the verb tulog. Matulog, will sleep. Matulog mi, ig human sa paniudto. Matulog mi, ig human sa paniudto. We will sleep after lunch time. Okay? In this, the context here is more on telling the person that after lunchtime we will be sleeping or we will grab a quick nap. Okay? Afternoon nap. All right? Matulog is will sleep, and then me from the root word from the word kami. So this is the short form of kami, mga higala. Me means we or us. Ighuman, after. Okay? The root word here is human. It means finish. So when you say ighuman, it means after. Paniudto means lunch time, or yeah, basically lunch, okay, or lunch break. Okay, quick review. Past tense, natulog, slept. Present tense, natulog is sleeping. So as you can see, past and present are just the same. So depending on the context, mga higala, okay? For past tense, to be really accurate, you put a time marker. Next one, future, matulog, will sleep. Okay, let's go to the verb tudlo, means teach, okay, to teach. Past tense, nitudlo, taught. Nitudlo, taught. Our example, kinsa nitudlo nimo ana. Kinsa nitudlo nimo ana? Who taught you that? Kinsa nitudlo nimo ana? Sometimes, mga higala, we put the contracted Y here, okay? Okay, sorry, too much. Kinsay, you can add the Y here. Kinsay nitudlo nimo ana. Kinsa is who, nitudlo, taught, nimo is you, ana means that. So maybe the teacher, or in this case, the teacher wants to know who taught you whatever that is, okay, about that thing or about something. So Anna here, she's referring to something. Okay? Who taught you that? Kinsay nitudlo nimo Ana or kinsa nitudlo nimo Ana? Who taught you that? Let's go to the present tense. Nagtudlo, teaching. Nagtudlo, teaching. Our example, nagtudlo ko sa ABC school. Nagtudlo ko sa ABC school. So, I'm teaching at ABC school. Nagtudlo, teaching. Ko is I, sa is at, and then where? ABC school. Let's go to the future tense. Magtudlo or motudlo. Will teach. Magtudlo siya sa sunod semester. Magtudlo siya sa sunod semester. He or she will teach next semester. Magtudlo will teach. So either of the two, mga higala, magtudlo or motudlo. It's both are acceptable. Okay? Siya is he or she sa sunod semester. Okay, actually here, it should be sunod means next. Okay? Sa sunod semester, next semester. Okay, there. Let's have a quick review, mga higala. Past tense, nitudlo.
Taught. Present. Nagtudlo. Teaching. Future. Magtudlo or mutudlo. Will teach.
Next verb, baligya. Baligya means sell, okay, or to sell. Past tense, ni baligya, sold. Ni baligya, sold. Ni baligya ko og siopaw gabii. I sold siopaw last night. Ni baligya ko og siopaw gabii. I sold siopaw last night. To some locals, this word ni baligya, they may not use this. Instead, some of them will use namaligya. Namaligya. But for this presentation, we are using the prefix ni. Okay. So again, to some, this may not be common. Next one, let's break this down, mga higala. Okay. So ni baligya means sold. Ko is I. Og. Og is a connecting word. So, to connect siopaw to ni baligya ko, you must have og. Alright? Siopaw is it could be pork bun. Okay? It's a white bun. Okay? I'm gonna show the picture here. So, that is siopaw. It is a common snack here in the Philippines. Okay? Gabii. Next one is gabii means last night. Okay, you can also use kagabii. Okay, kagabii. But in this case, I'm just using gabii. It means last night. One more time. Ni baligya ko og siopaw gabii. I sold siopaw last night. Present tense. Nagbaligya. Selling. Nagbaligya. Selling. Nagbaligya siya og mga sakyanan. He or she is selling cars. Nagbaligya siya og mga sakyanan. He or she is selling cars. Okay, let's break this down. Nagbaligya, selling. Siya, he or she. Og, okay, it's a connecting word. Mga sakyanan. Okay, mga here is a plural marker. Sakyanan means cars. So when you say mga sakyanan, it means cars. Okay? Nagbaligya siya og mga sakyanan. He or she is selling cars. Future. Mamaligya. Mamaligya. Here, mamaligya will sell. This is the most common So instead of saying magbaligya or mo baligya, I recommend using mamaligya. Okay, will sell. So the same with the past tense, you can use namaligya. Present tense, it's also namaligya. For future, you can use mamaligya. So it's more common to say mamaligya instead of magbaligya or mubaligya. So our example here is mamaligya ko og pahumot. That means I will sell perfume. Alright? So mamaligya will sell. Ko is I, and then og is an object article, connector. Pahumot, perfume. Okay? Pahumot, perfume. So when you say humot, it means smell good. Now let's have a quick review here, mga higala. Past tense, ni baligya. Okay? Um, other form is namaligya. Okay? I recommend use namaligya. Okay? Present, nagbaligya. Okay, selling. You can also use maligya. Okay? Future, mamaligya, will sell. Next, gakos, hug. Gakos could also mean embrace, not just hug. Okay, it's an embrace. Hug or embrace, all right? Past tense, ni gakos, hugged. Our example, ni gakos ko sa akong anak. I hugged my child. Ni gakos ko sa akong anak. I hugged my child. Ni gakos, hugged. Ko is I, sa. So where when use sa when you are going to do something to someone, okay? Sa akong is my anak, child, okay? Nigakos ko sa akong anak. I hug my child. Present tense. In this example, mga higa, the pronunciation here, the stress is on ga, okay? Nagakos, okay? Nagakos sila. That means they are hugging each other. Alright? Nagakos means hugging. Sila is they. Okay? They. Future tense. Pwede ko mugakos nimo. Okay? Mugakos will hug. Mugakos will hug. Pwede ko mugakos nimo. Can I hug you? Okay? Can I hug you? So when you say pwede means can, ko is I, mugakos is hug, nimo to hug. Basically, mugakos means to hug. Nimo is you. So, pwede ko mugakos nimo, can I hug you? Okay, let's have a quick review. Gakos, hug. Past tense, ni gakos, hugged. Nagakos, hugging. Mo gakos, will hug. Okay, will hug. Next verb, we have biya, leave. Okay, biya, leave. Nibiya, left. Okay, that's the past tense. Nibiya, left. Nibiya na ang bus. Nibiya na ang bus. The bus already left. Nibiya na ang bus. The bus already left. Okay. Nibiya left. Na already. Ang is the bus. As we know, it's bus. Okay. Present. For present tense, I couldn't find any sample sentence that is applicable for present tense. Okay. So if you know one, just let me know. But for me, based on experience and as a native speaker, I cannot think of any example for the verb biya in present tense. Alright, okay, so let's move forward to future tense. Future, mobiya. will leave. Our example, mubiya ko sa probinsya. I will leave the province. Mubiya ko sa probinsya. I will leave the province. Okay? Mubiya will leave. Ko is I. Sa is the. And then probinsya. Okay? Probinsya, province. Okay. Quick review, mga higala. Past tense, nibiya, left. No present tense. Future, mubiya, will leave. Now let's go to the next verb, biyahe. Okay, biyahe, travel. Past tense, ni biyahe, traveled. Okay, ni biyahe, traveled. Our example, ni biyahe ko padung Cebu. Ni biyahe ko padung Cebu. I traveled to Cebu. Okay? Ni biyahe, traveled. Ko is I. Padung. Okay? Padung means to or towards. Okay? Ni biyahe ko padung Cebu. I traveled to Cebu. Present tense. Nagbiyahe. Traveling. Alright? Our example. Our example. Nagbiyahe. Okay, our example, nagbiyahe ko padung sa probinsya. Nagbiyahe ko padung sa probinsya. I'm traveling to the province. Nagbiyahe ko padung sa probinsya. I'm traveling to the province. Nagbiyahe, traveling, ko is I, padung, to, sa, the, probinsya, province. Future, mubiyahe, will travel. Mubiyahe ko sa syudad. I will travel to the city. Mubiyahe ko sa syudad. I will travel to the city. Mubiyahe will travel. Ko is I, sa is to the, syudad means city. So here, mga higala, it's more common for us to use the prefix mo instead of the prefix mag. So anything that is moving from one place to another, we tend to use the prefix mo. Let's have a quick review. Past tense, ni biyahe, traveled. Present, nagbiyahe, traveling. Future, mo biyahe, will travel. Alright, next verb, buak. Buak means break. Past tense, ni buak, broke. Kinsay ni buak sa bintana. Kinsay ni buak sa bintana. Who broke the window? Kinsa means who, ni buak, broke, sa is the, bintana is window. So again, we have the contracted Y here in the word kinsa. Okay, it means the contracted Y is the short form of ang. Okay, ang. Kinsa ang. Instead of saying kinsa ang, you just say kinsay. Present. Nagbuak. Breaking. Our example. Nagbuak sila og dagkong bato. Nagbuak sila og dagkong bato. They are breaking big rocks. Nagbuak, breaking, sila is they, og, okay, we have a connector here. Dagkong, dagkong means big. It's actually dagko. Dagko means big. And we have the ng here at the end. Okay, we have dagkong, okay? We have the ng here. It is the nga linker. So instead of saying dagko nga bato, we will just connect the ng to dagko so that it will be contracted and it's more efficient to say the word dagkong bato. Okay? Dagkong bato means big rocks. Okay? Bato means rocks. Okay? So since this is plural, mga higala, like rocks here, you can actually put dagkong mga bato. But in this case, it is acceptable to just say dagkong bato. Okay? It's more, it's like implied that it is plural. They are breaking big rocks. Nagbuak sila og dagkong bato. Okay. Next one, future tense. Magbuak or mubuak. Okay, apologies on this one. I'm just gonna change this later, okay? Mubuak will break. Magbuak or mubuak will break. All right. We will break our piggy bank. Magbuak mi sa among alkansiya. Okay, magbuak will break. Me is we. Among is our. Alcancia piggy bank. So as you can see here, we have the sa, okay, sa, because your action is going towards an object. Okay, we have the sa here. Magbuak mi sa among alcancia. We will break our piggy bank. Now let's have a quick review, mga higala. Mibuak, broke. Present, nagbuak, breaking. Future, magbuak or mubuak will break. Next verb, putol. Putol means to cut or cut. Past tense, ni putol, cut. Okay? Ni putol ko og mga sanga sa kahoy. Niputol ko og mga sanga sa kahoy. I cut some branches from the tree. Niputol, cut. Ko is I. Og is a connecting word. Mga sanga means some branches or branches. Okay? Mga sanga, some branches. Sa the kahoy, tree. Niputol ko og mga sanga sa kahoy. I cut some branches from the tree. Okay, kahoy is tree. Present, nagputol, cutting. Nagputol, cutting. Nagputol siya sa akong buhok. He or she's cutting my hair. Nagputol siya sa akong buhok. He or she is cutting my hair. Another term for when you're cutting hair using a scissors is actually tupi. Okay, another word is tupi. T-U-P-I, tupi. So you can use nagputol or nagtupi. Alright? Nagputol, cutting. Siya, he or she. Sa, okay, we have sa here because your action is going towards an object. Alright? And then akong is my, and then buhok is hair. Akong my buhok, hair. Buhok is hair. Nagputol siya sa akong buhok. He or she's cutting my hair. Future tense. Magputol. Okay, magputol or muputol will cut. Muputol ko sa akong mga kuko. Muputol ko sa akong mga kuko. I will cut my nails. So for this one, you can use magputol or muputol. Both are acceptable. Alright, muputol will cut. Ko is I, sa, okay? Your verb is going towards something. You will add sa here. Akong is my, mga kuko means nails. Okay, mga kuko, nails. Quick review. Past tense, niputol, cut. Again, you can use the word tupi when cutting of hair. Okay, putol or tupi for cutting of hair. Present tense, nagputol, cutting. Future, magputol or muputol. It means will cut. Next verb, hiwa, slice. Hiwa, slice. Past tense, nihiwa, sliced. Nihiwa ko sa cake. I sliced the cake. Nihiwa ko sa cake. I sliced the cake. Nihiwa, sliced. Ko is I. Sa is the. Cake or cake. Alright? Present tense. Naghiwa, slicing. Naghiwa siya sa mga utanon. He or she is slicing the vegetables. Okay, he or she is slicing the vegetables. Naghiwa siya sa mga utanon. Naghiwa, slicing, siya, he or she, sa is the mga utanon, vegetables. Okay, utanon are different kinds of vegetables. Okay, the root word here is utan. Utan means vegetable, but when you say utanon, it's variety of vegetables. Okay, mga utanon, vegetables. Future, maghiwa or muhiwa. It means will slice. Our example here is maghiwa ko sa karne. I will slice the meat. Maghiwa ko sa karne. I will slice the meat. Maghiwa will slice, ko is I, sa is the, karne is meat. Alright? Quick review, past tense, nihiwa, sliced. Present, naghiwa, slicing. Future, maghiwa or mohiwa, will slice. Now let's have a quick recap of these 20 verbs. Palit, buy. Gunit, hold. Himo, make or create. Tuon, study. Abli or abri, open. Bayad, pay. Butang, put. Sakay, ride. Alsa, lift. Kanta, sing. Tulog, sleep. Tudlo, teach. Baligya, sell. Gakos, hug. Biya, leave. Biyahe, travel. Buak, break. Putol, cut. Hiwa, slice. Okay.